Hi everyone and welcome back to our B1 English series. With lesson 6 we're going to talk about making plans and inviting someone out, and we're going to talk about how to say yes and how to say no. Politely, of course. We're British. Stick around and enjoy this lesson. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and leave us a comment below. So here are some key expressions in asking or making plans or in asking someone out. Sorry, not asking someone out, inviting someone out. Would you like to go for a coffee this afternoon? Would you like to go to the cinema later on? How about this one? Do you want to come for dinner tonight? Do you want to go for a walk in the park? How about we go to the lakes this weekend? How about we finish work early? Fancy? That's a brilliant word in English. Very British. Fancy going for a pint after work? Fancy playing football later? Let's. You see, this is different. This is not a question, it's a suggestion. Let's watch the match on Saturday. Let's meet up somewhere, or let's meet at 6 o'clock. So there's some of the phrases we can use, some of the question phrases or suggestions we can use to invite someone to do something. So just again, would you like to? Do you want to? How about? Fancy? Or do you fancy? Let's. We'll describe a bit more of the structure of those questions and sentences a little bit later. But let's look at how we can respond to these invitations. How can we respond? If we want to say yes, how do we say that? Yes, I'd love to. Sounds great. That's a good idea. And if we say no, how can we say no, but politely, like a British person? I'd love to, but, oh, I'm afraid I'm busy. Maybe next time. Oh, I'm sorry. I I have to wash my hair. So let's listen to a conversation using some of those key phrases, inviting someone, and in this case, accepting the invitation, making plans so that we can see it in a natural conversation environment. Okay?
Hey Sarah, do you fancy going to the cinema on Saturday?
Sounds great. What do you want to watch?
How about that new comedy about cheese?
Oh yeah, I've heard it's hilarious. What time should we go?
Would you like to go to the afternoon showing? Around 3?
Sure, that works for me. Should we get something to eat after?
Good idea. Do you want to try that new Italian place near the station?
Yes, I'd love to. I've been wanting to go there for ages.
Great. Let's book the tickets and a table then.
Perfect. I'll sort the tickets if you book the table.
Deal. Looking forward to it.
Did you spot the phrases that were used in the conversation? Let's look at some of them. Do you fancy going to the cinema? Sounds great. So that's a yes. Sounds great. What do you want to watch? How about? And the answer, perfect. Shall we? That's polite, isn't it? Shall we? Good idea. Would you like to? Yes, I'd love to. Let's. Perfect. So there's a lot of interaction there, a lot of these invitations or suggestions, and then the positive responses on the way back. Can you think how we would respond to, do you fancy going to the cinema on Saturday, but negatively? Do you remember a phrase from the negative, the declining the invitation? Oh, I'd love to, but I'm going to a party on Saturday. Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy. My family is coming to my house. Maybe next time. Okay, good. So, grammar focus. Grammar, the best bit. How do we form the would you like to question? So, would you like to plus the verb, etc. And then the other details. So, would you like to go to the cinema? Okay, would you like to plus the verb go to the cinema, the details. That's a very formal way of speaking. It's very British. Another one, a bit more casual. Do you want to plus the verb? So that again, it's very simple. It's the same structure as the would you like to. Do you want to? Now, the next phrases are slightly different structures. How about, and then we use a verb with ing at the end. So in this case, talking of the cinema on Saturday, How about going to the cinema on Saturday? How about going to the cinema on Saturday? So we've got the how about plus the verb, ing. How about going for a walk? Well, that's a similar kind of word. How about buying a new car on Saturday? So you buy with ing, buying. How about mowing the lawn? How about washing the car on Saturday? I'd rather go to the cinema.
Sorry.
How about it's a suggestion? How about we do this? So it's not an invitation, it's a suggestion. Another one, even more informal, fancy, and then we have a noun or a verb with ing. Fancy a pint after work, or do you fancy a pint after work? Both with the do you or without is perfectly British English. Fancy a pint after work. Fancy going for a pint? Fancy a pizza on Saturday night? No, I'm busy, I'm going to the cinema. Fancy a pizza? Fancy traveling to Spain next week? And the last one, number 5 of these, so would you like to, do you want to, how about, fancy, let's. Again, that's a suggestion. Let's plus verb. Let's plus verb. Let's eat at the pub on the weekend. Everything's at the weekend. Let's go to America next week. Let's plus the verb, so the basic verb. Let's eat, let's go, let's party. So let's have a little practice then with what we've learned here after this beautiful grammar section. I'm going to ask a question and answer out loud, even if you're with other people. If you're listening to the video, just answer out loud. They won't mind. Okay, you ready? First question. Would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow? That's not actually an invitation. Would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow? Do you want to go camping this weekend? Do you want to go camping this weekend? How about watching? And don't forget, try all the different answers. Would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow? Yes, I'd love to. Sorry, I can't. Sounds great. I'm afraid I'm busy. Next time or never. So then, looking at the lesson, looking at everything we've examined here. So well done. We've really talked about making plans, inviting people, offering suggestions, and then how to answer in a very British way. Politely or more casually or very informally. So go back over the video, listen to that conversation once again, repeat it, repeat after me, and that will help you to sink it down. And only when you practice will you make progress. Remember, no practice, no progress. And listen out for these kind of questions when you listen to English music, when you watch English TV programs or films, and when you hear other people talking in English. So look out for lesson 7. No, actually, hold on. That's a good way. So how about we do lesson 7 next week? I'd love to. See you then.